cool. We back. Kurt, your mic on?
Yeah, it's on.
All right,
It's
cool.
on.
All right, sorry. All right, cool. All right. So we missed last week because why we missed last week? No, we missed last week for some reason. I forgot. Something happened. Or did we miss last week?
Yeah.
That's what I went to a fair. I went to a county fair. That's why. Yeah. All right. My days are all jumbled up. I'm a little sick. So, okay. So, Kurt, you know what the podcast that we did that's got the most downloads. We did the first listen to the Drake album.
That got the most downloads?
That's the most downloads we've ever gotten on any podcast. Wow. Anyone, the most downloads we got. So, I've been waiting for this album to come out. I've been wanting to do it again, but I've been waiting because I've been wanting to hear this. I've never heard an album from this person. Never listened to one all the way through. So we're going to listen to Nicki Minaj, Queen. Came out today. 2 hours ago.
2 hours.
Came out. I haven't heard one song off of this.
Good,
I don't know how any of these songs sound. But the reason I want to listen to it is because I like Cardi B's album a lot. And I just want to see if Nicki Minaj's album can stack up to how much I like that Cardi B album.
Oh, wow.
And I know you love Nicki Minaj.
Oh, yeah.
I know the one song on the Drake album that you liked was the one that had the Nicki Minaj sample on it.
Right.
So I've been preparing for that. So how we going to do it? We're going to do it just like we did on the Drake album. Nicki Minaj has 19 songs on here, so we'll probably break them up into fours or fives. We'll see. So right now we'll just run through the first four. So track 1 on here is called Ganja Burns. Track 2 is called Majesty, featuring my favorite rapper Eminem. And somebody called Labyrinth. Not sure who that is. Track 3 is called Barbie Dreams, and track 4 is called Rich Sex with Lil Wayne.
Oh.
So I already got a feeling that song's gonna suck. I just got a feeling.
Really?
So
who gonna do the sucking? Weezy?
Yeah. Yeah. So all right. So we'll be back after these 4. All right. We back. So we went through 4 tracks.
That would pretty much equal 7.
All right. So, So I'll say the first track, Ganja Burns. I didn't like that.
Too long.
I didn't like that.
There should have been one verse and done. It should have just been an intro.
I don't like Nicki Minaj singing. I don't like her singing. Once, it's almost like when I hear Nicki Minaj start to sing, I'm out. I've already I'm like, all right, cool, I'm done. I don't want to listen to this no more. So on that first one, the moment I heard singing, I just stopped paying attention.
Yeah, I guess that's a new transition. If the rappers want to be singers, they don't want to split that money with the singers. So I don't know, man. But like I said, that first one should have been done after the first verse.
Okay, yes. Now, so track 2 was a song Majesty with Eminem and some of the other dude that was singing.
And Eminem, whatever he was rapping about, had nothing to do with the song.
No,
had nothing to do in relation to the song.
I'll tell you this. Usually, like I said, Eminem's my favorite rapper, and I'm man enough to say that Eminem hasn't been giving great verses. Even though I'll say I've heard worse verses from Eminem the last year than this one. So this was a pretty. Actually, I'll say I like that song. Actually, I like that song. I don't like the chorus, but I like that song.
Right, because
I like the beat on the song.
It wasn't matching to what was being said.
Honestly, I don't even know what they're supposed to be talking about.
I like the way the Eminem flowed though. The flow was nice, but he wasn't even talking about what the song was about.
Yeah, but I don't know what the song was about.
Yeah,
I don't even know what Nicki Minaj but I do like the song. I don't know what the song was about, but know what I think? Because I think maybe a month or 2 back, it was a rumor going around that Eminem and Nicki Minaj were dating.
Man, it's always a rumor about Nicki Minaj and somebody, man.
So I see why see why she did this this song, to kind of add to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible.
All right. Now, the one song I got a problem with was 3. Track 3, Barbie Dreams.
Yeah, I mean track 3, 4, and 5?
That was a weird song. That was so.
Yeah.
The song, it was a regular song. Like she took the song from like it's a Lil' Kim song off of Hardcore, called Dreams, where Lil' Kim is talking about having sex with a bunch of celebrities, and she took the song. Now the one thing I didn't like is she gave B.I.G. props on the song,
right,
but didn't give Lil' Kim props, and it's Lil' Kim's song,
right. Well, you know, well, I guess, isn't that a rumor about her and Lil' Kim supposed to have beef at one time too, right?
Yeah. But then the weird thing is I swear to you. So track 4 was the song called Rich Sex. I swear, I thought that we went into the next song because it's like the last minute of the song, like it sounds like the song cut off. There's like silence. Then a whole new beat comes in.
Exactly.
So I'm sitting here, I'm thinking that, oh, okay, cool, you know. I like this beat. I like where this song is going. I'm waiting for Lil Wayne to come in. Then the thing ends, and I'm like, wait, what the fuck just happened?
Right.
And then I look, she just had like a whole song at the end of this song.
Yeah. Surprise.
It made no sense. It made no sense to me.
You couldn't wait for the song to be over, but then it happens again.
Right. No, I don't know. That's the thing. I didn't have a problem with like I said, the only problem I had was that she didn't big up Lil' Kim on it. I didn't have a problem with the song. That song is okay. You know, I kind of expect that from Nicki Minaj. But when you just go into like a totally different, like, I don't even know where it came from.
No.
It didn't even blend well.
No.
She just cut the song off and was like, you know what? I got this extra thing. I'm going to just,
throw it on.
Yeah. Then the song Rich Sex with Lil Wayne.
Yeah. So I guess the trend right now so far that I'm understanding is pretty much everything's about sex.
Nicki Minaj is mainly sex.
I guess that's what it is. She's making sex.
Nicki Minaj is mainly sex.
Yeah, mainly sex.
Sex sells.
Sex is selling.
Sex sells.
Always have.
Sex sells. But I mean, like Nicki Minaj though is she's overly, like it's like, you know what's weird to me is that Nicki Minaj and Lil' Kim have beef, right? But they're like just alike as far as like raps and albums are concerned.
Right.
Like how the albums are pretty much the exact same. Like Lil' Kim talks like her albums is just a lot of sex. Nicki Minaj, it's a lot of just sex on it.
Well, I guess, you know, I don't know. Like I said, wishing we had a female perspective on this, you know, about what else other than sex, purses, and furs. What else are we talking about?
Well, okay. So, if you're a female rapper, if you're a woman rapper, you can rap.
Yeah,
you can rap.
Yes, you can.
You know what
rap,
I mean?
Yes.
Like I never heard Queen Latifah rapping about getting her back blown out.
No, you will not. You would not have heard that from Queen.
Or Queen Latifah having relations with her girlfriend.
Exactly, which threw me off because she was at one time rapping about having heterosexual sex.
Come on.
I had no idea.
Well, come on. Wait a minute, Kurt. Wait a minute.
You want me to wait a minute?
Kurt,
what happened?
What you trying to tell me is you didn't know Queen Latifah was a lesbian.
She wasn't always no lesbian, man. I'm telling you, man.
Kurt, I knew Queen Latifah was a lesbian on Living Single.
She was not always a lesbian. I'm telling you, when I came up and the Queen Latifah first came out, Queen Latifah had boyfriends, man. I'm telling you, man.
What?
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. But anyway, we're not on Latifah. We on Lil' Kim.
Okay. So the Rich Sex song, I guess it was all right until Lil Wayne came on. Like I'll say for so far, I wouldn't even say I'm disappointed in it. This is kind of what I expected.
Right.
I expected this. But Lil Wayne's verse on that song was terrible. It was terrible.
Yeah.
I don't even know what he was talking about. I couldn't understand what he was saying.
He's talking about having rich babies. That's what it sounded like.
That?
That's what he basically was saying. Getting women pregnant and having rich babies.
You understood that?
As much as I could.
What's the character off of Fat Albert?
Much Mouth?
Yeah, that's what it sounded like. Yeah. All right, so you got anything else on those first four?
let's go to the next 4.
All right, cool. So next 4 is track 5, Hard White. Track 6 is called Bed, featuring Ariana Grande. Track 7, Thought I Knew You, featuring The Weeknd. I know you like The Weeknd, Kurt. And
yeah, Saturday. So.
And track 8 is called Run and Hide. All right, so we'll listen to those 4, and we'll come back. And, hopefully Kurt finds a song that he likes. All right. So we back.
Wake up.
This is the wake up. This is the wake up hour.
This is the wake up. This shit is putting us to sleep.
This was the bad block. That's what I'm gonna give. I'm just gonna say. I think this was a bad block.
This shit is
those
so bad.
4 weren't like. To be honest with you, I don't remember what Hard White even sounds like.
I have no idea.
I don't remember what it sounds like.
Because we started reminiscing about Chris Brown's first album.
Started talking about Chris
was
Brown.
better than this shit.
Yeah,
and I don't even understand how that even happened.
Yeah. I'm not impressed by.
Can anybody see 2 thumbs down? Because if you can see it, that's what I'm doing. Okay, look, I'm doing 2 thumbs down.
We got through 8 tracks. There's a whole nother 11 left.
See, this is what I'm asking. This is what I'm trying to figure out. Is it the label that's just purposely pushing out this bullshit ass music? Is what they? You say it's popular music.
This is popular.
This is what the kids are listening to.
Yeah.
This is why kids are dropping out of school, failing classes. Listen to this. Because it has to be somebody who's just listening to it and just say, I'm going to agree with you. I'm just going to push it out. Because we know somebody eventually is going to buy it. Because this is what it sounds like. This is who is this? Cash Money, Young Money? Who is this now?
I'm actually look to see what label is coming.
What's the label
so this
name
is,
now?
Like, at least on here, through Apple Music, it's saying that this is through Young Money, Cash Money Records.
Young Money, Cash Money.
Yeah. Now, I think Drake is more so Cash Money, but I think Drake's deal is a little different than Nicki Minaj's deal. I think Drake has a little bit more control over stuff.
Oh, okay. So he controlled the bullshit he put out?
Yeah.
That's basically what you're saying?
So what we were saying, when we did the Drake, when we got to like side B, which was like the singing part, then we got to something like this, like a block of songs.
Yeah.
Where the songs, they just weren't good. It was like a bad block. So what I'm hoping is, because I'll say the first 4 songs kind of held my attention, at least. But these last 4, this was almost like I said, I'm not a fan of Nicki Minaj singing.
Right.
And these 4, it's like it felt like a lot of singing. The beats kind of slowed down a lot. And it just wasn't like really up tempo.
When I heard
I was yawning.
Yes, when I heard you yawning, I knew it was a rap.
We got to let it be known, Kurt. Look, I'm sick. Okay, I'm sick.
This you being sick ain't got shit to do with this music, man. This music was whether you sick on your deathbed or whatever, you still was gonna be young.
The song "Hard White," I don't remember it too much, but I do think I like the raps on there. I've never said Nicki Minaj can't rap. I think Nicki Minaj is a talented rapper.
Right.
I just don't think one thing I will say, when it comes to like choruses, I have not liked not one chorus on this whole thing. Not one.
I can agree.
Not one. Now, as far as her raps are concerned, some of the raps are whack, but some of the raps aren't good. Like, I'll say these songs aren't good. These songs aren't good.
That's the best way of putting it. That's why I'm questioning the label, man. This is why I'm questioning the label. How do you purposely put out this shit?
So it's kind of like this. So the best way I can explain it is that there's some people that can rap, but they don't do good songs.
Right.
So Nicki Minaj can rap, and these beats aren't terrible. They're just not beats that are gonna catch my attention.
Exactly.
But then when you add in the beats that aren't that bad so far, I don't know about the next 11, but just so far the beats are subpar. They're just average beats. Right. Average beats. I won't say that they're terrible. They're just average beats. Yeah. Then when you add in Nicki Minaj's, I would say average raps. They're not whack raps, even though some of them are whack. But average raps.
average rap, average beat.
But then when you add in the terrible choruses, when you get like 2 averages, and then you get below average, that ain't a good mix. And this is like so far these 8 songs, I don't remember none of them.
Yeah, I know that.
None of these songs are sticking out to me.
Right, because you was shaking your shimmy on them Drake songs. You
still some of them Drake songs were good.
You was shaking your shimmy on them.
Some of them Drake songs were good.
Yeah,
that's the thing. I'll just say, like, how many tracks was on that Drake? That was like 24,
24,
25, something like that.
Yeah, 24, 25.
Out of that, I would say I liked maybe 7 or 8 Drake songs where I would come back to some of them and listen to them again.
Right.
This shit here, these first 8, I ain't coming back to none of them. Like I said, Eminem's my favorite rapper. I ain't coming back to listen to that. That's one of them Eminem verses that I'm going to hear it one time and I'm never going to go back and listen to it again.
Right.
So
I'm not, wrong song. That verse
I'm not revisiting
song.
none of these songs.
All right.
So, all right, we're going to go through the next 4. So, yeah, let's do you know what? How about we do this? Let's do the next 5 because track 14 is an interlude. So I'm hoping that this interlude leads into this next song somehow.
Okay.
So we're gonna do 5 now. So track 9 is called Chun Sway with Sway Lee. I don't know if you know who Sway Lee is.
No.
You know Ray Shrimmer?
Yeah.
The Black Beatles guys?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
He remembers okay.
Yeah, that's the light skinned dude out of Ray Shrimmer. I like Ray Shrimmer, so I'm want to see what this sounds like. Track 10 is a song I've heard about called Chun Li. I've never heard it.
Yeah, I heard it. I think I heard it on the radio that Chun Li.
Yeah. Track 11 is called LLC. Track 12 is called Good Form. And track 13 is called Nip Tuck. Now, I'm wondering what this is about this song Nip Tuck, because I'm hoping that Nicki Minaj talks about having ass shots.
You don't think the ass natural because you having ass shots?
What?
You think nigga you having ass shots?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait a minute, Kurt.
So, I didn't know. I don't know.
Wait a minute.
Hey man,
wait.
Question, man.
You think Nicki Minaj's ass is real?
Hey man, hey man. I never seen it up close.
Kurt, you don't have to see it up close.
So I don't know.
Kurt, do you know what kind of cameras they have now?
Oh yeah,
the camera quality is good enough to where you can tell if it's real or not.
Oh, okay. So I ain't that close up on the screen either.
Kurt, you don't have to be. Kurt, you have. I forgot, Kurt. Kurt, you have a senior citizen phone, man. So you got a track phone.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah, I ain't got full HD on the phone.
All right, cool. So we're gonna go through those next 5, and then we'll come back. All right. So we had to come back.
This is an exclusive.
Yeah. So we got through just track 9, which is the song Chun Sway. That song is terrible. Do your ears a favor. This fucking song is fucking 6 minutes and 10 seconds.
Of garbage.
For one, I don't even think a whole Ray Shrimmer album is 6 minutes and 10 seconds. That's how short them songs are.
Right.
This song is trash.
Yeah.
Then the last minute of the song is Nicki Minaj just shouting random people out.
Yeah.
This song is terrible.
Yeah, this is an exclusive. Right? G Money had to stop, drop, shut it down, open up shop. Oh, no. This fucking song gotta go.
That song was trash, man. It was terrible.
Terrible.
And this is the song I had like high hopes for because I like the dude from Ray Shrimmer. But it was
They tell you about them high hopes, man. They tell you about them high hopes.
Oh my God, this song was terrible.
You get low falls for high hopes.
This was terrible. This was a terrible. So far, if we just starting back at track 5, this is like 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5 straight songs that are just like the 4 before this, they weren't as bad as this. I'm gonna put it right here. This is the worst song. This is the worst song.
And you haven't,
I haven't even gotten through.
Okay.
I don't think there could be a song worse.
You don't think it could be worse than this?
No, I don't think there's a song worse than this one. This was terrible.
Oh my gosh.
But then this is what frustrates me about Nicki Minaj. And Because when I'm listening to this, I was thinking about something I saw on the Twitter machine. So how old is Drake? Drake has got to be like 30, 31, right?
I believe
gotta
so.
Be right
around
there, right?
that area. I think so.
So me and Drake are about the same age. One thing about Drake, Drake is 31. So that's from, our the Tacos with Friends intern over here. So me and Drake are the same age. You know the difference between now, because Kurt, so me and one of my boys, he's Tacos with Friends guest on here, Ken. One thing that we talk about, and we talk about this a lot. When I look at rap music, there's like you got your top, and then you got the next level, which is just everybody else. Right. And like in today's rap,
right,
it's Drake, it's Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, and Nicki Minaj.
Really?
That's where I look at it. That's the top. And
Okay.
then you get into that next level, and that's when you start getting those different people. That's when you start getting like Big Sean and all the other people kind of sprinkled in there.
Okay.
But those are the top four, and the reason they're the top four is because those are the four rappers they're making music that's popular,
mainstream.
They're going on successful tours,
right?
And they're also selling records.
Yes.
And I don't put like Jay-Z and Kanye and Eminem. I don't put them in there because those are like legends.
Oh, right.
You know what I mean? So I'm talking about just
today's
people that's today
popular
that are competing
music,
now.
As you call it.
Right. And it's Drake, Kendrick, J. Cole, and Nicki Minaj.
Okay.
And you said something when we did the last four was Drake and Nicki Minaj are they're on the same label.
Right.
The difference between those two and the other two people I named, which is Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole, is Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole, they make music for people in their age group.
Yes.
So, for instance, when I first heard J. Cole's music, and from then to now, J. Cole is making music that I can relate to.
DeVille.
He's making music that I can relate. He made music I can relate to when I first heard him, back when I was in my early 20s. He's making music I can relate to now when I'm into my 30s.
Okay.
Kendrick Lamar is the same way. I remember when I first heard him when I was in my early 20s.
Right.
To now, the music that he's making now, he's making stuff that I'm thinking about now, as far as like political music, stuff that I'm thinking about that's dealing with my community. He's making music that I've grown with his music.
Exactly.
Drake and Nicki Minaj, they're making the exact same fucking music.
Gotta be.
That I heard when I first heard them. It hasn't grown at all.
Exactly.
It's the same.
That's the disappointing part. That's the same thing. And even like I said on Drake's album, we heard the same damn songs on the same album. Like, didn't we hear this before? You know what I'm saying? So it's like it seems to me that's what they're doing, man. They're making the exact same fucking music, man.
It almost feels like it. That's what I'm saying. This is like I haven't heard Nicki Minaj. Like, one thing, and this is what I'm actually going to be looking for now, is Nicki Minaj. She's done something where she's came out and she's been telling women, you don't have to use your body to sell stuff and all that.
Course.
But so far from what I've heard on here, this is an album full of Nicki Minaj using her body for songs. The album cover is Nicki Minaj using her body to sell this terrible album. And did y'all think this is off of one song? This one song. Right. That song was so bad.
It stopped you in your tracks.
Come back just to say this. Because that song was so bad. It was not good.
Right. You don't even sound sick anymore. That's how bad the song is.
Because I'm angry, man. I'm
exactly.
Angry. I'm angry because
it makes you so angry that the sickness had to go somewhere else.
This is the thing. The difference between Cardi B and Nicki Minaj is Cardi B was a stripper that somehow got a come up and became a rapper.
Okay.
Off of just one song, became a rapper. And I can tell you this right now.
But see, the thing about it is we always don't know the true backstory. We don't know what she may have attempted rapping. They had no other choice but to do stripping to pay her bills. As I like to say, I don't work for a living. I live to live. She had to pay her bills, so she may have needed to do stripping, but then she was rapping prior.
What I can tell you is this. Is Cardi B a better rapper than Nicki Minaj? I wouldn't. No, I don't think Cardi B is a better rapper than Nicki Minaj.
But currently her lyrics are better.
Are Cardi B's songs better? Like, are the first 9 songs on Cardi B's album better than the 9 songs I've heard on this Nicki Minaj? Without a doubt.
Right.
They're way better.
Right.
Especially this fucking track 9. I don't think the worst song on Cardi B's album isn't as bad as the song that we just heard.
Exactly.
This song is terrible.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So I just had to do that. The next, now we're gonna continue as you know, we as I said.
Now keep in mind, you said it might not be any more. These other songs may not be as bad. Now you keep in mind, you said that. Now
I'm hoping that if there's a song, look,
worse than this one.
If there's a song worse than this Chun Sway song featuring Sway Lee, if there's a song worse than this one,
we boycott.
Oh, fuck, look, I don't know what the fuck Nicki Minaj was doing. I don't know what the fuck she was doing. I don't know what the purpose. There's fucking 19 songs on here. You could have took them songs off.
I'm telling you, man. Somebody's just pushing shit out.
You got 19. Look, okay, all right. Kanye West, and that's an album I do want to do. I want to listen to that. But Kanye West, Pusha T, Nas. They put out 3 albums with 7 songs on it.
Right.
Pusha T's album had 7 songs, and all 7 of them songs were good. All 7 bangers.
Right.
Nicki Minaj has 19 fucking songs. You could have took this song off.
Right, because that's the thing, man. Especially the problem is they're already unnecessarily too long, in my personal opinion. They don't need to be fucking 4, 5, 6 minutes to prove that you making a song, man. And that's the other problem. Then you got 19 unnecessary too long ass songs. They don't need to be, your album don't need to be 30 fucking minutes long, man. And you ain't saying nothing.
This song was 6 fucking, okay. I dare anybody to go look at every Ray Shrimmer album. Let me know if there's a fucking 6-minute song on any Ray Shrimmer album. I doubt it. Their songs are 3 minutes or less. 30 seconds.
Right.
Peak.
Right.
And this dude's chorus was a minute itself.
Right.
And he wasn't.
He didn't
have a verse. He had a chorus. The chorus is a minute apiece, right. And then he was repeating it.
That's it.
Like what the?
They just repeated.
Okay, so we're gonna go back. We're gonna go through these next 4, and then we'll come back and we'll give an opinion on the next 4. Okay. Let me pull this track list back up real quick. So I like Chun-Li. I like Chun-Li.
Yeah, that's the radio song.
Yeah, that too. But track LLC, Good Form, Nip Tuck. No, but what I will say for Nip Tuck is I didn't like it because it kind of it was like a lot of singing on there. But if you want to hear, at least from my point of view, if you want to hear what Nicki Minaj talk about Nicki Minaj and Meek Mill, that's the song I listen to. But yeah, other than that, I wasn't feeling none of those. Like I like Chun-Li, but so far, Chun Sway is keeping it still the worst song I've heard on it so far. Okay. So, but yeah, these are just forgettable.
Man, it's just another one of those albums that they didn't mix the songs up right. They got the list wrong, and we heard beats that are recognizable. You know, just
Good Form definitely got. I got like a Drake vibe off of that beat. More so, like what Drake is going for on his last album with like if you heard the Nice for What beat, that's kind of what that reminded me of, like a Manny Fresh, you know, like a New Orleans beat, you know, Juvenile, all them. Exactly. That's what that beat is. Drake, like honestly, I would almost say all these beats on here, you could And the beats on it, like you could give all these beats to Drake, and it sounds like some shit Drake would rap off of. These sounds like like if like something came out and they said that Drake like executive produced this album, he picked all the beats. I would not be surprised. I would actually be like, that makes sense.
Right.
Why this sounds like this.
Right.
But I don't know. Like, yeah, these songs are just forgettable so far. I don't really have anything else to say about
it. Yeah, like I said, man, it's I guess like you want to keep talking about this popular music, man. Somebody needs to come out with another game plan, man, because it's become redundant. You hear the same shit all the time, and it's really that's why a lot of times I just listen to, like I said, I listen to the legends, man. I don't listen to this stuff here. Because it's no originality, man. Everybody's talking about the same shit, man. If you're not fucking somebody, you wearing Louis Vuittons. If you're not wearing Louis Vuittons, you G6ing. If you're not G6ing, you got to convert. Man, talk about something that's going to be more impactful, man. I don't understand this shit.
What I will say is that last week we were in the car and on the Apple Music, I went to basically like today's hip hop hits and R&B and all that.
Right.
Like I went to that radio station through the Apple Music. Every fucking song sounded the same.
Yes.
Every song every beat sounded the same. Now the thing is that the beat, like to your ear, the beat might sound different. But if you break down the beat, like if you look at just how the drums are are the same.
The cadence, the cadence of the beat.
Everything, like all this stuff is the same. There's nothing different. Like, and it's kind of like I was saying, it's that hit thing. It's like once one person gets a hit, everybody is going to be doing that exact same thing. And they might try to disguise that they're doing it, but they're all doing the same thing. And you might get those people, like I'll say, like Kanye West at one point was different than everybody else.
Right.
But what I'll say is like in the last 5 or so years, Kanye West has fallen into that trap where he's doing the exact same thing as everybody. Okay. He's following the trends, but he's trying to disguise it as if he's doing something different, but everything is the same. Everything is the same. There's nothing different about this music. And this, so far, these fucking first 13 fucking songs, there's nothing like original on here. There's nothing original on this whole album.
Oh no.
There's nothing different. Like I would almost like one thing I say about Young Jeezy and Rick Ross music is if you've heard one of their albums, you're gonna heard them all because they talking about the exact same shit.
Yeah.
The beats are probably going like Rick Ross. His beats are great, but you ain't gonna hear nothing different.
No,
this shit right here sounds like an album that Nicki Minaj was like, I'm about to come in here. I'm gonna give you a song where I'm talking about Meek Mill. I'm gonna give you that one song that's gonna be on the radio. Like a lot of those songs are gonna be on the radio, and the other songs are gonna be songs where it's like popular shit.
Right.
And she's going to her group of people. And what I was thinking is, this could be possible. The reason I don't like this is because this shit isn't for me. This might not be for me. It's a possibility I shouldn't be listening to this because Nicki Minaj wasn't thinking about my group of people in this. You know what I mean? Like it's almost like
what you talking about people who enjoy music?
No, it's almost what I'm saying is what's that what you talking about? No, what's that guy who's a country singer? Fucking like Dolly Parton, Toby Keith, Garth Brooks and them. Okay. They make country music.
Right.
They're not making fucking music for me.
No.
They're not thinking about my demographic when they're going into the studio making music.
Right.
Nicki Minaj possibly isn't thinking about me when she's making music. She's thinking about a certain group of people that's her fans that are gonna ride with her, and this is who she made this for.
Exactly.
But the problem is that eventually that group of people are gonna grow up and they gonna start fucking with your music too. And then your ass out.
Then your ass out.
Right, so All right.
Yeah, like I said, man, it's just always on to the next one, man.
So we got through 13 so far.
13. I thought that was the end.
Nah, we got 6 more.
Oh my God!
So we're gonna go. So the next, we're gonna go through. We're gonna go through this next. We could go through the next 4. You know.
I thought that was the last song.
So track 14 is "Too Lit, Too Late" interlude.
I was hoping that was the last song.
No. Track 15 is called "Come See About Me." Track 16 is called "Sir" featuring Future. And I know that song's gonna be terrible.
Yeah,
I just know, and I like Future, but I just know, like, if you
it's
add in
auto tune, it's all auto tune.
If you add in Nicki Minaj with Future, it's probably not gonna be.
This is about to be auto tuned to death.
And track 17 is called "Miami." Now, if this Miami isn't as good as the Will Smith Miami song, she shouldn't even. She should have gave another track. Yeah, that was a banger right there. That's the next one we're gonna do, Big Willie style.
Big Willie style.
All right, so we'll go through those 4. All right, so where we come in? Okay, so we came in at "Too Lit, Too Late," "Come See About Me," "Sir" featuring Future, and Miami. I think Miami so far. You know, we only got 2 more on here, but I would say Miami's like my favorite song so far.
Oh, what was that song I liked? Was it "Too Little, Too Late"? The short one.
Yeah, that was like
the introduction.
That was like an interlude.
Yeah, they all should be like
bad.
that.
But "Come See About Me," I couldn't make it through. That was like Nicki Minaj was singing on that whole thing.
Yeah, man. Like I said, make up your mind, man.
I wasn't putting myself.
What is the genre, man? Are you rappers? Are you singers? Are you in betweens? Are you tweening? Or what is the genre now, man, with this music? Because like you said, you expect to hear rap from a rap artist if that's what they're claiming to be, but now everybody wants to be vocalists, man. Everybody want to be R&B. Everybody want to be, stepping in all this Club 7 type shit, man. Just rap, man. I don't understand it.
You know what it could be? It could be, Nicki Minaj isn't trying to get put in that box of just being a rapper. You know what I mean?
But I think that's how everybody is. That's what I'm trying to understand. Yeah. It seems like everybody now wants to rap and sing, man. Nobody wants to just be a rapper, man.
Perfect your
craft, man.
Yes. But the thing is that you look at what that has gotten her. Like Nicki Minaj was a judge on American Idol, but then they had to kick her off because she got in an argument with somebody on there. Can't even remember who was the other judge, but she got in an argument with somebody on there.
I would never know. I don't watch American Idol.
You don't watch it? No, it was a while ago. Yeah. It was like it was like some years ago. Like she was like a judge, and there was another lady that was a judge on there.
What was that? The one Paula Abdul was on.
That was American Idol.
Oh, that might be who she was on.
I don't think she was arguing. It was like another new host on there.
Oh,
and, they couldn't get along. So.
Okay. I don't know.
I thought the intern was looking that up for me, but I guess not. So yeah, but I would say those songs are pretty forgettable though. I don't really have too much critiques on it. I didn't like the "Come See About Me" song, but that wasn't as bad as Chun's Way. So far,
right. And then
that's the worst song.
And the song that you had mentioned, the one with Future on, is the one that should have been. She shouldn't have been on in the first place.
No, she shouldn't have been on that song.
We said the
Migos,
Future and the Migos should have did the song.
That's what it sounds like. That like she did not fit that song.
Right.
The beat did not go good. Like Future sounded okay on it, and actually it sounded like it should have been a Migos song featuring Future.
Right.
And it almost sounds like Nicki Minaj had it could like this, and this is just me assuming that in the beginning it was a Future song, and he gave the song to Nicki Minaj, or it could be another way around: it was a Migos song that they gave to Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj decided I don't want the Migos on the song anymore, and she put Future on it. Because definitely, there's no way you could tell me that the Migos was not on this beat. At some point during the recording of that song, the Migos had to have been on here. It wouldn't surprise me if it was like a Migos song that they just gave to her. Right. And, Nicki Minaj had beef with Cardi B, and she was just like, I don't want the Migos. Because that's actually something that I find weird is that nobody on the Migos is nowhere on here. Like, nowhere on here. Right. And I would think that at least one of them would, at least the dude Quavo would be on one of these songs.
Exactly.
Like he would fit on that Future song. So, or it could be something like that. That maybe Quavo was on here at first, and she took him off and put Future on. You know, it could be. So, we got 2 more after this. So, track 18 is called Coco Chanel featuring Foxy Brown. Now, I want to hear how this sounds because the last I heard, I thought Foxy Brown was deaf.
Well, yeah, sure. I heard that story too.
Right. Now, unless Foxy Brown is going to be doing, you know, what Diddy do, you know, like how people say they got Diddy on the song, but really it's just him talking shit.
I don't know, man.
You know,
I don't know.
And then the last track is track 19 called Inspirations Outro. So we're going to go through those 2, then we'll come back and we'll sum up this whole albatross of an album. So we'll be back. All right, we're back. So that's one song. That's not okay. Don't get tricked. Don't be out here getting fooled. The fucking track 18 and 19 is one fucking song. Because now everybody else is telling me that Foxy Brown was rapping on beat. That don't sound. It just doesn't sound like he was rapping.
She was rapping on beat. It's just her pauses weren't the same as Nicki's, but she was actually on beat. If you got actual rhythm in your body, you understand.
I have rhythm in my body, and my body can't catch the rhythm of her rap.
Well, you don't have any rhythm.
You know what? Foxy Brown is rapping like this is still fucking 1995, where you can just rap over the beat. Maybe that's why she's not rapping anymore. That did not fit at all to me.
It sounded good. We listened to it twice, and it sounded good to me the second time too.
Nah, man. Yeah, we went back through it, but we had to go back through it again because fucking track 18 is called Coco Chanel, and I'm thinking track 19 is called Inspirations Outro. I'm thinking this is going to be something where, you know, Nicki Minaj is going to close it out. Kind of like what Drake do with Drake. The last song, all the time on the Drake album, the last song is always some shit where he's like really trying to rap hard and talk about something serious.
Right.
That's what I was thinking I was going to get. Nicki Minaj just literally 18 went right into 19, the exact same beat. And no subject matter changed. It was just an extra minute of this song. Exactly. It was kind of like, it was almost like, you know, with the old tape cassettes. It was like she ran out of space on it.
Now flip it over.
Was like, no, I gotta get this last minute in. I gotta get this last minute of bars in.
Yeah.
I didn't like that song.
I don't know, man. I just didn't like the format of the entire album, man, because it's like I say, it doesn't make any sense the way it's chopped up. It's listed as 19. It's technically 21 songs. Listed as 19 songs, but then you got songs so overextended. You know what I'm saying? It just makes it drown out. Even though it says 19, it still seems like it's too fucking long.
Like whoever was like, you know, like the person that overlooked this and like went through it, they didn't do a good job on here because these, like, some of these songs are just really long, or they feel super long.
Right.
Specifically, the worst song on this whole album, Chun Sway, that was a 6-minute fucking song. That song should have been 3 minutes, but that shit got to 6 minutes.
Right.
Then you put in Barbie Dreams, where she ends the song, and then there's a whole nother minute of a totally different beat where she's rapping about something totally different on it. But instead of doing what she did on the last 2 tracks, which had the exact same beat and she was rapping about the same thing, but she made those 2 different, like, it makes no sense.
It makes no sense at all.
Makes no, like, I'm almost hoping that Apple Music fucked it up, because that would make more sense. That maybe Apple Music fucked up how the album
the listen is.
Maybe.
Okay.
I'm hoping.
Because
if not, this makes no sense to me.
It makes no sense.
This how this album is structured. This is not good.
Right, exactly.
Like I would say, this could easily just be a 12-song album.
Yeah.
There's like 7 songs that don't need to be on here.
Exactly.
For instance, like the Too Lit, Too Late interlude, even though it's not bad, but it's like a minute. Like, what did that accomplish?
Nothing.
You could just took that off.
Yeah.
You could have took, unless you were like, this is how I look at it with interludes. Unless it's like, like how Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg used to do their interludes where it actually went into, like, the purpose of it was to go into a song.
Exactly.
Unless, like, I don't think there was a purpose for that.
No.
There was no reason for that to be there.
It was like I said, too little, too late.
Right. There was no reason for that to be there. Like, there's like a lot of songs on here that's just not fucking good.
Yeah, man.
This is not good. This is not a good album. This is not a good album.
This is, man. This is just becoming disappointing, man. As far as, like you said, you want to call it popular music. I don't see the popularity of it, man. I don't know, man. I guess it's just all going downhill for me, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, I don't get this, man. This is not like I'm trying to look over. Now I'm just gonna run through the tracks. So I didn't like track 1. Track 2, it's okay. I won't, it's not great. I like track 3, Barbie Dreams. I actually like that. That's not bad. Even track 4 with Lil Wayne, I didn't like Lil Wayne's part on it, but that's not bad. Hard White was not that bad. I can't really remember it that much, but it wasn't that bad. Yeah. Then after that, you get into maybe like 4 or 5 straight songs that weren't good.
Right.
Especially that. Then that's when we get to that Chun Sway song. Fucking terrible. Chun Li, I would say, is probably one of the best songs on here. I would almost say that's the best.
That's it.
That's the best song on here. On the whole fucking thing, this is the best song. The song that she put. That's what tells you a lot. The song that they put out for like a single, if that's the best song on the fucking album, that lets you know this fucking album is fucking trash.
Right.
That's trash.
Right.
That is trash. If the fucking song that you make a video for and put out to the radio, if that's the number one thing on here, I just think that's trash. I think that, and you...
See, back in the days, though, that used to be how it's supposed to. You want to put out the song, like you say, you want to make a video for the song that you feel is the best on the album, but you had better songs.
That's what I mean.
We were surprised because that song that they made the video for, we thought was the best song, but when we hear the album, we were joyfully surprised because we have 6, 7 more songs that even were better than the one they made the video for.
Like for instance, like on All Eyes on Me with Tupac, California Love is not the best song.
No.
It's not the best song on it, but that sounds like a song that you would put out for the radio.
Right.
To get people to be like, oh, I want to check this out. I like this song. Then when they get it, they're like, oh, shit.
Right.
There's like a whole load of other songs better than this one that I would rather listen to. Like, when I listen to All Eyes on Me, I don't listen to California Love. I listen to other songs over that. Right. Like, when I'm listening to Biggie, I'm not listening to Juicy when I'm listening to Ready to Die. I'm listening to other songs on there. Right. But that was a song you put out.
Right.
This shit, Chun Li is the best fucking song.
And this is what I need you to understand what you just stated. You stated Tupac and Biggie. You ain't say shit about nobody else in this current era of this popular music that you're talking about.
No, okay. So
you went
so
beyond.
So I can say this. Okay. So for instance,
who?
All right, so Kendrick Lamar on Good Kid, Mad City.
Okay.
The first song he put out was that song Swimming Pools.
Okay.
That's not the best song on that album.
Okay.
But that was the song he decided to put out to catch your ear. Then when you go listen to it, you're like, oh, this is not the best song on here. As a matter of fact, you can almost say this is the worst song compared to the quality of music that's on this album.
Okay.
And that's the thing with a lot of these with the more popular people is they're putting out their albums and the song they put out for the radio is the best fucking song. And then when you get the album, the fucking album is trash.
Yes.
Like you look at a lot of the rappers.
2 albums in a row.
Like you look at a lot of these back in the, maybe kind of when I was in high school, you had fucking artists that were putting out songs and you would get the album and the album was trash. Right. Like you'd be buying the album for one song.
Like you currently are now?
Well, I didn't buy this shit.
That's what I'm saying. Nothing's changed then. Because I would have bought the Drake album for that one fucking song. I would have bought this album for that one fucking Chun Li song. You know what I'm saying? None of these other songs are appealing to me. Period.
But okay, maybe it's just me being naive.
No.
I would expect more out of Nicki, especially in the position that she's in right now is, unfortunately, for women in rap music, there can only be one top female rapper. Like when it comes to men, you could have, they're like, what I mean? Like there's always like for every Jay-Z, you got a Nas or Eminem. For every Tupac, you got a Biggie or Snoop Dogg or something. Like when you look at just the eras of rap, there's multiple men at the top. Right. But then when you come to women rappers, there's always just that one that has the one at the time. Yeah. And then once that one is at the top, until there's another one that comes and takes over.
Right, it can't be at the same time.
It can't be two popping at the same time.
Now, do you believe that has anything to do with the actual rap in general, or the competition between the women of rap?
I think that rap is a male-dominated thing. So I think a lot of guys.
There's only one female.
I think men don't want to listen to women rappers. So you got that one woman rapper that you'll have like the popular guy rappers. They'll be like, all right, cool. I'm going to go get this one woman rapper to hop on. So you look at Nicki Minaj. If you look at a lot of albums, Nicki Minaj is the one woman rapper on all these albums. But they could go get other women rappers. It's not like there's not other ones. It's just they're going to go get the one that they know people know of.
Of course.
And it's fucked up that it's like that, because there's there's better women rappers than Nicki Minaj. But sure, they're not getting the play that she's getting
because of the industry itself.
Exactly. But the thing is that Nicki Minaj is on that down slope now because of what Cardi B has did. Like Cardi B is on the rise now to take that spot.
I haven't heard the Cardi B album, but I'll tell you one thing: if she started that singing shit, she going right down. She's going right down.
I'm trying to think.
I
do think Cardi B did try to sing on there,
and that's one song I didn't like. She gonna sing right down to the bottom. Don't start that singing shit.
But I do think that has something else to do with it. Like you look at Beyonce, for instance. Fucking Beyonce is out here fucking rapping and shit. But that's what I'm saying. It's like, I don't want to fucking hear. Okay, for one, Beyonce doesn't make music for me.
Right.
But I'm not trying to hear fucking Beyonce out here, rapping.
Right.
But this shit ain't it, man. This is 19 fucking songs. Actually, if you really count it, no, I'll say it is literally 19, because track 18 and 19 on here, those were just one fucking song. Right. If you take away that separate song off of Barbie Dreams, that's your 19th song.
Right.
But there's 19 fucking songs on here. There's not a lot of good on here. There ain't a lot of good on here. This is
no.
I won't go as far as saying it's horrible. I'm not gonna go as far. I've heard some whack shit. This ain't horrible, but if you are like, the name of this shit is Queen.
Right.
If you like the Queen, you need to come with some shit harder.
Yeah, you gotta definitely come.
You need to come with some shit harder than this. This sounds like some shit where it was just like, look, I need to get my ass back on tour to get some more money. I gotta put some shit out.
Right, because I know somebody gonna buy it. That's just somebody gonna download it.
Like, look, when we said on the Drake, that Drake is not good. But that fucking Drake is going to sell no matter what. Right. The same way this Nicki Minaj isn't good, but it's going to sell no matter what.
Right.
But the thing is that eventually those people that were out here supporting this, they're going to get older and they're going to be wondering, what the fuck is going on? Right. Like Nicki Minaj.
The disappointment.
Like Nicki Minaj is, like, it was some lady on Twitter said some shit. Basically what I said is that Nicki Minaj ain't talking about nothing different. Like, her music hasn't grown. She talking about the same shit. Nicki Minaj got angry at the lady and got the woman fired.
Wow.
From her fucking job.
Right.
So
because she telling the truth.
Right.
And see, this is what I'm saying. This is why this bullshit got pushed out, because you can't take criticism, apparently, because if you're a real producer, you're a real label, Nicki, look, you don't have to change this shit. Something's had to get done. I can't put all this. This is garbage. Apparently, she can't take criticism, and they just pushed it out.
I could deal with the trash songs, but just like how some of these fucking songs are set up makes no sense.
No,
it makes
whatsoever.
No sense how some of these songs are set up. I don't get it. I don't think this is good, man.
Right.
this is just not good.
Because it's one thing. It's one thing to get, you get extra and you feel you get your money's worth because you got a little more than what you were expecting. This is not that. This is just some shit that was unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? It's like you said, it's something they could have kept away. Yeah. A lot of times, like I said, you might get an album like I'm gonna tell you right now, Justin Timberlake's last album. I enjoyed this album. It was more than what I expected.
I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
I didn't like that. You talking about The Man in the Woods? I don't like.
No. I don't think that's the one with the title. The one that had the suit and tie on there.
Okay, yeah. So he put out one after that. He just put some shit out called Man in the Woods.
I'm talking about the suit and tie.
That the one with suit and tie was good.
Yeah,
I like that one.
It was, like I said, it was stuff on there that I wasn't expecting to hear, and I enjoyed it.
Trust me, suit and tie is the worst song on that whole fucking shit. That's the worst song.
And that's what I'm saying. And I enjoy suit and tie.
I didn't like suit and tie.
I enjoy listening to suit and tie. As long as I got my suit and tie. But again, this album was chopped up. It was terribly constructed, like you said. It's just a bunch of unnecessary stuff, man. I don't understand what's happening. This popular music, as so you call it, is not popular to me.
Yeah, I don't really know what to say about this. Like, I guess I think if you like Nicki Minaj music, this is probably, you might like this.
Right.
You got a lot of popular people on here. So it might work for you.
Right.
I would almost say like pretty much all of the features on here, I'm disappointed in them. Even Eminem, I'm kind of disappointed in it.
Yeah, like I said, he was on the wrong song.
I think Eminem sometimes plays down to the person he's on a song with, and like I kind of feel like on here he kind of played down to like Nicki Minaj a little bit. I think for Eminem, it helps him to be on here because I think if people see him on a Nicki Minaj album, they'll think that Eminem is still like super super big and all that, but fucking I don't know. Like Lil Wayne is definitely fucking.
Yeah, well, I've heard much. Of course,
I'm gonna be honest,
much better.
Out of like all the
Wayne,
features on here,
with Nicki and Drake on the same album. Yeah, this one here was
like out of all the features on here, man. This is the shit. Lil Wayne was the worst feature. Lil Wayne was the absolute worst feature. This was not. This was not good. He's trying to do something. He should have just been Lil Wayne. He should have just been Weezy. I don't know who he's trying to be, but he wasn't where he's supposed to be. And this is just me going through features. She had Eminem, Lil Wayne, Ariana Grande, The Weeknd, Sway Lee, Future, and Foxy Brown. Ain't just no average person getting those features on their album like that.
Right.
And I would say all these features played down to Nicki Minaj's level. And like Lil Wayne is the worst, but like The Weeknd, usually The Weeknd comes correct. This is like, I don't even remember The Weeknd's part on this song.
I don't either. I don't even remember. I don't know what he was even singing about.
Right, like this shit is not good. And I hate to pile on Nicki Minaj. You know what I mean? Like I really, because I actually wanted to listen to this. This is something I really wanted to listen to.
They don't hate to pile on her. She's supposed to come out with something better. That's the thing, man. Like that's the whole part of criticism and reviewing things. It's not that you don't hate to pile on her. She should have came correct. Like you said, we expecting or we want to hear something that we think is better quality, and then when it's not, you gonna say I hate to pile. No, pile on this bro, man. Because she should have came out with something better quality, man.
Now, okay, so now the thing is, like I said before, I've never listened to a Nicki Minaj album before.
Right, I haven't.
I've never listened to one. This is my first time listening to a full Nicki Minaj album.
Right, and then you know why you never listened to a whole album.
But the thing is, I've heard Nicki Minaj's mixtapes.
Right.
And Nicki Minaj can rap. She is a good rapper.
Right.
Like, Nicki Minaj, I've heard her hold her own on songs with Kanye and Jay-Z and Rick Ross.
Yes.
Those aren't like slouch. Like, fucking Jay-Z is the best rapper ever. Like, and Nicki Minaj had the best verse on that whole song.
Right, exactly.
So that means she can rap. It's almost feels like Nicki Minaj is she's almost just saying, I got to stay popular. So I'm going to make music to stay popular.
Well, yeah, you in that profession, man, you got like I said, you got to be able to be in everybody's mind. Like I said, out of state, out of mind, out of state, whatever we want to call it, outside of their mind. That's really how the music industry is. Because if nobody is seeing you, you no longer exist. It doesn't matter. So you got to keep it out. You got to keep pushing out shit. But it got to be some good shit, man. It can't just be throwing the album out just to stay in the public eye, and it doesn't mean anything, man. It doesn't sound like nothing. But you have to, man. Out of sight, out of mind. In the music industry, it's the real deal, man. Motherfucker don't see you or hear from you in 8-9 months, you might as well not even come back with nothing. So you gotta keep pushing the music out, man. But it gotta be quality, man. You just can't be just throwing this shit out here, man.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know. Like I said, I wasn't really feeling this one. I think Nicki Minaj could have came with something better. I think
and the irony of it again, the feature that she had on Drake's album was better than her whole fucking album.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like that feature, that wasn't even like really a feature. That was like Nicki Minaj just did, that was just like something that Drake pulled from a concert she
Whatever. Did. It was still better.
Yeah.
It was still better.
So I'm trying to actually see something right here. I'm trying to see like how many albums, like which number album is this for Nicki Minaj? Like this is
right.
1, 2. This got to be like at least Nicki Minaj's 4th or 5th album.
Right. You would think it'd be the 4th and 5th, but then like you said with these mixtapes, that's what be throwing you off too, because they take a lot of these good songs off these mixtapes, and you think it's an album, but technically it's not an album. But you can you're getting caught up in, like I said, it might be the 3rd or the 4th. Yeah,
this is like her 4th album, right. I think. And shit, man, this is what the fuck you putting out like 4 albums in. Like, god damn, man, right. Come on, like this is right. Like, yeah, I wasn't feeling this, man.
No. And again, like I said, and what you are saying is correct, though, man. Is that the women in the industry, in the rap industry, they get played by the wayside, man, because, like I said, the popularity of the male rappers, and like you said, men may not want to listen to women or female rappers and things of that nature, man. But there's a lot of good female rappers out here, and I guess at this time, it can't only be one.
Yeah, I would say this. Like, if you were trying to hear, like, there's a lot of good female rappers out. Like, Rhapsody, she's like a good female rapper. Like, she doesn't get the like all the lights and stuff.
Right.
But she's like a really good female rapper that's out here really rapping.
Right.
And there's a lot of them out here. And, I just don't, I don't think that this is an album that, I don't think this is like, the thing that happens is that when people sit and they hear somebody and they say, okay, this is like the best person, they automatically think that, well, if this is the best, then everybody else sucks. This isn't the best that I think. This isn't the best that female rappers can offer up.
No.
There's a lot of good female rappers out here. It's just, and Nicki Minaj is in there, but it's just like Nicki Minaj just, on this, she just fucking she just gave up. She just threw a fucking Hail Mary out there and was hoping one of these motherfuckers hit.
That's it. That's exactly right.
But all right, cool. So Tacos with Friends podcast at gmail.com. Tacos with Friends on Twitter. Tacos with Friends on YouTube. We also got an Instagram once I figure out how to use it. Yeah. Kurt, last words.
Hey man, get the assistant to learn how to use the Instagram. But there's got to be a new way, man, with this music. This trend of, like I said, everybody's sounding the same, everybody's using the same beats, and it's not becoming popular to me. I don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather listen to Curtis Mayfield than listen to this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I know Curtis Mayfield, when he did his thing, man. You doing somebody else's thing. This is an interchangeable album between Drake and Nicki. Drake can do this exact same fucking album, word for word, and you wouldn't even notice the fucking difference.
Well, Kurt, we're going to do this. Maybe one of these days we're going to listen to that Kanye. I think it's been enough time I can finally listen to Kanye's album.
What was stopping you listening to it before?
Cause man, I can't support Kanye while he's out here, supporting a man that doesn't support my people. So.
Man, again, look here, man. Like I said, I don't even know if we want to go there.
We don't want to go that deep.
We don't want to go that deep. But you will never find everybody support everything that you support, man.
I know that.
You'll never find it.
But yeah. Well, so we'll end it like, of course, fuck 4-5, and okay.